I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
It was super cheesy in the right way.
In the right way.
It was exactly like Power Rangers was, you know? Close your eyes, man.
Here we go, guys.
Tomorrow, Netflix is like, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, once and always, 50 episode order, launching right now. Do you watch it? Power Rangers Once and Always has finally hit Netflix. R.I.P. Netflix. And we are here to discuss Power Rangers Once and Always. That's the words.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, it wasn't.
I wasn't expecting.
Wasn't the actual words.
I wasn't expecting you to sing that shorts.
Ron Wasserman, fantastic. It's still
Guitar.
on Spotify. Go listen to it. It's fantastic. We're gonna go full spoilers.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do spoilers the whole. There's no reason to not.
Yeah, chat's already having a good old time with this. They're
I'm just gonna
excited.
say, watch it. If you're not wanting to get spoiled, go watch it.
Go watch it.
Because it's worth watching.
Yeah, it is.
I would absolutely say
It is.
it's
It
worth
looks
watching.
good.
It's okay. So here's the thing, Maggie. All right, it looks exactly like it did, while also being a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, I meant
but not too good.
not too good, but it looked better.
Yes, I mean it was in 4K,
Yeah.
and the suits looked good, and the Zords were all CG and stuff. I don't know if I would say I like that better.
No. Yeah.
But I mean, it kind of looked like you remember those death battles when they would do
yes.
the White Ranger versus Scorpion or some shit. I don't even remember. But it's kind of like when they try to do that with the Zords versus, I think, Voltron.
Yeah,
I don't even know. I don't even know what it was. But it kind of
I know. I will say, they made me cry. They did their job.
now, well, I mean, they did at the end.
Yeah, that's
with
what
the
I
cutaway,
mean.
with the old song.
I know, but
Which I mean was good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hitting it hard. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying here's my ranking, everybody, okay? For those that don't know. A 3 is I liked it. A 4 is I loved it. And a 5 is I freaking loved it and it made me cry. That's the scale. All right.
okay.
And then 2 is I didn't like it, and 1 is I'm actively angry at it. Okay. So that's and then there's
That
a whole.
rarely happens.
There's also another segment that I call masterpiece, but that's just for Back to the Future and Your Name and Jurassic
For
Park.
all
So
his
anyway,
favorites.
yeah. Anyway, so I wouldn't put this at a 5 because it made me cry, because it wasn't the story that made me cry. It was just R.I.P., which was, don't get me wrong, which was very moving, but it's not because they wrote something good. It's because it sucks that people died. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's that. I'd put it at a 4 myself.
4.
Just me personally.
A 4.
A 4. I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
It was super cheesy in the right way.
In the right way.
It was exactly like Power Rangers was, or at the very least, it was exactly like how I remember Power Rangers being.
Yeah.
I would much rather get this than the 2017 movie that they did. Just Power Rangers, with Bryan Cranston as Zordon. As much as I liked that, I did like that.
Yeah.
I would rather have these though, because this is just, it's classic. It's the stuff. What do you think about it, Maggie?
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed seeing Billy and Zach, because I remember them most.
Yeah.
Because I was a kindergartner whenever I was watching it. Sorry, Matt.
I was only in first grade.
That's because
Pudgy Pig.
Because I can't really remember a lot. Because whenever you say, "Do you remember this?" I don't remember it because I never rewatched it.
Oh.
And I tried. Whenever they put it on Netflix, I tried to, and I just could not make it through.
Hey, let me tell you, the summers on Fox Kids, when they would do Power Playback, and they would re-show the old episodes while in space, Lost Galaxy was going on. Loved it. I was like, when am I going to get to see the Master Rider 3-parter? And it would never come back on. And I don't know if it's because...
Didn't you miss it or something?
I mean, it was weird because, like, they did the 3-parter and then, like, the next week was the premiere. Yeah. And, like, even though this was technically the premiere, but, like, they did the 3-parter and then, like, the next week was Master Rider when it premiered, but also the season 3 of Power Rangers. And so, like, I remember waking up and, like, Saturday morning and they had already played, like, one of the 3 episodes. Like, this is back when they didn't, like, tell you anything.
Oh,
okay?
I know. Well, this is, like, before what? You had to use a
VCR
TV guide.
And TV guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was
had to be your best
and, like,
friends.
I would always try and stay up all night Saturday night or Friday night and be like, I'm watching cartoons. And I would stay up till like 3 and then fall asleep and then cry because I woke up and missed all my shows. Like, and I would always just cry. And Mom and Dad were like, why do you keep doing this to yourself?
You're torturing yourself.
This happened several times,
Man,
okay?
Matt.
Several times. But
Dang,
I finally nailed it. I had to, like, stay active. So, like, I'd watch, like, my Digimon tapes. Anyway, listen. What I'm getting at is that 3-parter with Master Rider was great. Yeah. And I lost my shit in Once and Always when I thought they made a reference to it.
Oh, I know. God, he screamed and it scared me and our daughter.
Yeah, it was Miranoi, not Edenoi. So yeah. A lot of the Power Ranger planets sound very similar. I mean, don't get me wrong, Lost Galaxy reference is great.
Yeah.
But, like, you know. Man, what'd you think about how they handled it, like, as a Power Ranger fan who has not been, like, connected to it since, you know? I mean, obviously, me and you have talked about Power Rangers, of course. But as someone who kind of watched it, stopped, and never really thought about it again until, like, oh, that was a great show.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy this?
I felt like I was 5 or 6 years old again. Like, seeing all the costumes and them fighting.
Yeah.
It really, like, I was, like, super pumped about it because I really loved, of course, the Pink Ranger, but I always would, if there was somebody else I wanted to be the Pink Ranger, I would say I'll be the Yellow Ranger.
You can just bite the bullet.
I'd just bite,
yeah. I'd always be the Black Ranger. I liked Zach. I thought he was awesome. I thought he was funny.
Yeah, he is funny.
Yeah. And then, of course, the Green Ranger. Obviously.
And I always like, and you know this, I like villains.
Yeah.
Maybe they say something about me. I don't know. Rita.
You liked Rita?
Yeah, I liked her. I like her voice. I like her voice.
I mean, that's fine. I was definitely more a Lord Zed kid.
Yeah, well, I like Lord Zed also.
Yeah.
But Rita, I really liked her. I just loved her. I know that outfit was like crazy, but I loved it.
Now, did you feel lost at all? Like,
no. I'm just, the only thing I question is, are they in a multiverse? Because, like, you, I mean, the things that you have told me about other shows and stuff, and then, like, we've tried to watch the newest one and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, to watch is putting it nice. Like, we didn't really try to watch it. Like, we looked at some things on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know. I'm just going to accept it that
just whatever they say is fine.
Whatever they say is fine. And I'm not going to fight it. Okay. You know?
I mean, that's probably the best way to enjoy it. Is to just be like, sure.
You kept on saying, how can this happen? And how can this happen? I'm like, just accept it.
Well, that's the thing, like, Maggie, that's the part where it gets complicated. And it may be my fault. I'm willing to accept that it's my fault because I have not kept up with all 30 years of Power Rangers, okay? Which technically, would we say it's only 29 because one of the seasons was just a re-edited version of season 1? Yeah. So, I mean, like, does that really count as 29? Whatever. It's okay. If Doctor Who can be 60 years, then sure, we'll say 100 years, 30.
Yeah.
But, you know, I watched on every episode through probably all the way up to Wild Force, and then I got a job and like had to stop. I was like, I have to stop this.
I have to
and it wasn't good. Wild Force was like the first season. I was like, I don't like this, and then it got sold to Disney. And then, like, one random Saturday, I come home from work early, and like I've got like a bag of cookies, and I turn on ABC, and it's like, you know, I don't know, like 11:20 or something, right? So it's like there's 10 minutes left, and I see the freaking Turbo Red Ranger and like the Time Force Red Ranger, and they're like they're lifting up Serpentera, and the freaking Beetleborgs are there. I'm like, what the hell? What have I missed? What did I miss? You know? And I was so angry because I was like, I gave you 10 years of my life and you fucked me over every time. And then, you know, I finally give up. And what do? They release Forever Red, which is maybe the best freaking episode of Power Rangers, period. You know? But I finally got to watch it on DVD, so it was fun.
Matt ZRJS Roxy said, no, not a Ranger multiverse. This special was in the same continuity. There was a connection in Dino Fury. Okay.
Now Dino Fury. God, I think that's the current one. Because then it becomes Cosmic Fury.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And it's the first one to have 3 seasons since Mighty Morphin.
Yes.
I believe. Yes. Okay. Yeah, because they have Lord Zed in it.
Yeah, because me and you were like, how did he come back?
He's got like that fat neck. You know, he's got that fat neck that he has.
Yeah, we're like, that's not Lord Zed.
Yeah, he's
taking steroids.
But so as somebody, you know, of course, that watched the first 10 years, obviously, you know, Countdown to Destruction, Power Rangers in Space, the way it ended, you know, we shatter Zordon's tube, and you know his essence goes throughout the galaxy and destroys all evil, and blah 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 blah. Right? Yeah. But then we get Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, and it's like, well, I mean, he got all evil, but like, there's still some evil. There's
like 10% evil.
Like, there's still some evil. It ain't no big deal. And then we're like, oh, well, now we're back on Earth, and we're like the government.
Pirate Rangers.
Pirate Rangers.
Yeah, the pirates.
That's Super Mega Force, man.
I love them. I love their outfits.
Anyway, so
I want the pink one.
I was very thankful that they kept that. Mm-hmm. I did, just to give a little bit more background for me. I also, obviously, checked out during Wild Force. Came back for Ninja Storm just a little. But then when Tommy came back for Dino Thunder, I did watch Dino Thunder pretty much the whole thing. Really loved that. And then I did not watch SPD or the Mystic Force. There was a Mystic Force one.
Yeah, I remember Mystic Force.
It reminded me too much of
the commercials for it.
It reminded me too much of Mystic Knights of Tirnanog, and so I was like, I'm just not gonna. There you go. There's a reference for you. And so then RPM, another car ranger, and I was like, I got it in me. And then they sold off to Nickelodeon at some point, and that's when they did Power Ranger Samurai. Yeah. And like Bulk was back, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't watch it. But they brought the theme song back. I was like, oh, hey, cool. I still didn't watch it. But then Megaforce came out, and they're like, oh, check it out, everybody. Look at this. All these Rangers are going to be here. And like 100 episodes later, they finally did it. And it was like maybe 20.
Yeah,
maybe 20.
Yeah, didn't we watch that one together?
We did watch it together, yeah.
And we're like, oh.
But I did like Megaforce. I liked that it was a throwback. You know, Gosei was a giant head on a wall. So, I mean, that was very reminiscent of Zordon.
Yeah.
And I liked that they could turn into the other costumes.
Yeah, that
was
aspect
cool.
was pretty cool.
Yeah, I did like all that. Even though the Red Ranger is literally the worst actor I've ever seen in my life. Nothing against him.
Matt and I could not...
It was awful.
Could not.
I'm sorry. Look, God love him, and I hope he got paid. I'm sure he did.
I'm sure he did.
Probably
Bless
not.
Him.
Like, you know,
bless him.
Power Rangers has a history of not paying their actors, so hopefully they've corrected that.
Yeah, that is true.
But then, you know, after that there was like Beast Morphers and Dino something, and then another Dino something, and probably another car something.
Dinosaurs probably pay off.
And so now, you know, I watched the latest one that had like when Tommy had like the Mega Morpher. You know, we watched that.
Yeah,
that brought Rocky and Cat back.
Yeah.
And then of course we read Shattergrid.
Yes.
So I mean that's what we've experienced. So someone that's enjoyed Power Rangers in those various ways.
Yes.
I appreciated that they played into you know, that they connected to Power Rangers in Space. Mm-hmm. I appreciated that, you know, he was trying to bring Zordon back, and the evil of Rita was what took over Alpha 8 or whatever, and that's Robo Rita, and Like, I appreciated that that's how Rita was back.
Yeah.
Right? That made me happy.
Yes.
You know,
I like the fact that it's just like, oh, she's back.
It's amazing to me the things that they hold dear as continuity, like Kat and Tommy having a kid.
JJ.
Right?
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams, you know, he's gonna film Star Trek one day, and you know that they were like, oh, that one Christmas episode of Zeo, that's canon, that's hard canon. We have to stick to that.
Yeah.
But Goldar destroying the power rings or the power coins, you know, is just not. They're like, nah, it's fine. I mean, they got it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Green Ranger powers, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And like, you know, like why is Trini the yellow Mighty Morphin Power Ranger? You know, why isn't it Aisha, who was the last yellow Power Ranger? Why is Rocky, you know, or why is Jason? Like, when did they come back from like saving the Earth or whatever when they went off to that place, you know, when the 3 actors left, they were like, oh yeah, they got to go to the World Summit for students or something.
They go to like Greenpeace or something like that?
Yeah, basically, yeah. And I mean, of course, there's been a whole run in Boom Comics that kind of, you know, touches on that and fixes a lot of it and stuff. And that's great. I'm just saying, like, as far as the show goes, like, I don't understand how the Dino powers are back, right?
Billy.
And granted, I mean, that's it, right?
Billy. I put it all on Billy.
And they may have already told that could have been explained somewhere, and I didn't pay attention for the
keep
last
up
20
with
years,
it.
you know, and that's on me, and I'm willing to accept it. I just don't understand it.
Hey, chat is going off.
What's going on?
All right. Well, Matt ZR, I'm shortening your name, my dude. He said Mystic Force was decent, too much focus on Red, though. Disney sold to Spawn brands as of 2011 Samurai, who licensed it to Nick.
Yes.
Matt ZR also said that was
Super Ninja Still.
Yeah, Super Ninja Still.
Yes, and the Master
And he loved
Morpher.
it. He said that was so cool. Eric says, I don't know if you're keeping with the comic, but something interesting just happened to Lord Zed. I was like, whoa.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, do we want to say it?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
And then Matt ZR said, well, Aisha was sent to Africa at the end of Alien Rangers.
Yeah, she was. But I mean, she's also with Adam now in space across the universe or something.
To the original ninja.
The original ninja?
From the movie. Frog. And
wait, what?
Are they ninjas?
You're confusing me.
In the movie?
The Ninjetti, all right, Maggie?
Ninjetti.
Listen,
they're the Ninjetti.
with the power of Ninjetti, anything is possible. Okay, we can bring Zordon.
He's a frog.
Yeah, the kind that you kiss and turns into a prince. Yeah. All right? Fuck off. Anyway, that's not canon. The movie is not canon, Maggie. How dare you?
It's canon in my heart.
Anyway, I do appreciate that they talked about Billy being married to one of the I can't even say it. Aquitians? I think
I'm not even attempting it.
The aquarium people. They were the ones from Alien Ranger.
That's not the correct term, Matt.
What?
How dare you?
They call them.
You cannot call them.
They're from Aquitar. The name of the planet is Aquitar. All right. Just be glad it wasn't
Aquitarians.
Just be glad it wasn't Triforia. All right. Trey from Triforia. Let me tell you, man. God, you want to talk about a flying pyramid?
Nice reference to the '95 movie. Thank you.
But anyway, I do appreciate that about Billy.
Aquafina. That's what Eric said.
That's fair. I'll give him that. Aquafina.
Aquafina.
But, you know, I appreciated that. Appreciated the rad bug. Appreciated, Bulk and Skull owning a sandwich shop now. But I thought Skull was rich because of what happened in Samurai, where, like, Bulk and Skull's son, Spike or whatever. Not Bulk and Skull's son, but Bulk and Skull's son. I mean, I would love that. Don't get me wrong. That would be fantastic. But you know, like, I don't know. Listen, here, all I'm saying is there's just a lot of things that they were like, you know what, that is continuity, and a lot of things they were like, it doesn't fucking matter. And like,
Zach is a senator.
Yeah, Zach's a senator now. You know, something about this reminds me a lot of when Digimon Adventure 2 ended. And they were like, yeah, TK is an author and Matt went to the moon. You know, and it's like, okay.
All right,
I guess that's where we went with this. That's great. You know, freaking Davis started a noodle stand. There you go. Here's 40 years of continuity in the next 4 seconds. All right, bye. See you for Digimon Tamers. Anyway, I'm going off on a whole other tangent here. All that to say, I enjoyed this. Mm-hmm. It was just as long as it needed to be. One other thing I really want to shout out is how hardcore it was.
Yeah.
When they started like stabbing
Eric said that earlier in chat where we started talking about that the fact that they were using their weapons and that they were actually stabbing people.
Like they used them as actual weapons. They weren't just like blunt instruments, you know?
No.
Like Trini took the daggers and was like, ah, like slicing kneecaps, you know, and then Rocky at the end like shoves the sword. Yeah. They're like, that was hardcore, Rocky. He's like, you're fucking right, it was. Yeah. Rocky just wants to have fun. Give me that pachinko machine, bitch.
Did I black out?
You might have. I may have. I don't know. I got a lot going on here.
Well, they called Zach a congressman just to be nitpicky.
Well, it's, you know what? Get the hell out of here. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. He's a congressman.
Yes.
How do we feel about Trini's daughter?
I really liked her. I think she did a really good job. I think.
No, I liked it.
She nailed Teenager with an Attitude.
Now she's not really the daughter of Trini. Like this is just
no.
Like actress wise. Like,
yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. It was, you know, I thought it was cool that they gave the Power Rangers like actual stakes. You know, somebody died and they were like, shit, we've never had to deal with someone fucking dying before. Like, fuck, you know. So that was cool.
Yeah.
I loved the call outs to the little action figures.
Yeah,
that's
what I was thinking of because they had used that kind of thing before in the show, didn't they? If somebody was like shrunk or something,
yeah.
I know they used it countless times.
Yeah, no. One that immediately comes out to me is when Rita reappeared during season 2, and they had to put her back in the dumpster, and like Bulk and Skull opened the dumpster, and like. It was literally the action figure. Aww. And like you could see him like moving their thumb to make her arm come down. Yeah. But like it was fine, whatever. It's you know, they did good. Maggie, would you like to see more of this?
I would, but I don't want to be overwhelmed, you know.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't want, like, one after another.
All right, close your eyes, Maggie. Here we go.
Oh, God. Here we go, guys.
Tomorrow, Netflix is like, hey, fuckers.
God, Matt.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, once and always. 50 episode order. Here you go. Launching right now. Do you watch it?
Do we have time?
Do we have time to watch Power Rangers? There's always time to watch Power Rangers. How dare you? First off, how dare you? Second off, I don't know. I don't know if I'd watch it. I'm kidding. I would watch it. I'd have to watch it.
I don't know.
Would you want them to take it more serious than what they did in this? Or would you want them to maintain this tone? I feel like... Well, I'm sorry. You answer the question that I just asked you before I answer it.
I mean... I want the cheese. If they do something like that and they bring back those actors.
Yeah.
Can we just tone down the cheesiness just a smidgen?
But doesn't that then lose like what makes this work? You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're so close to the line that like if you take it just 1 inch further into seriousness, that it stops being enjoyable. Because then you have to start thinking about like, oh yeah, well I mean, you know, Zordon recruited, you know, child soldiers into his intergalactic war. I mean, you know what I mean? Like right now it's just fun because they're teenage superheroes and they gotta, you know, go to prom and shit, right? But like if you take, I mean, honestly, the death is kind of like 1 foot, just a little. I mean, I'm okay with it. It worked, you know, it totally worked. But like, if we start taking this too seriously, it you know, falls apart.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't know if you can take this show as is and make it more dramatic.
Yeah.
Like I think you just have to do a whole reboot.
Yeah.
I feel like is what you'd have to do.
Matt ZR is coming after me. He said Power Rangers is cheesy. That's what Power Rangers is.
That's true. That's true.
I agree. It's just, I'm just thinking of these people that are, well.
It's not for them.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Us. Sorry.
That are older than us, having to do these roles again.
Yeah.
And like, do they want to sound like?
I mean,
they get a ham
it's
their
sandwich,
job.
you know?
Yeah.
And they didn't have to do anything.
No.
Like, I mean, they had the stunt doubles was doing everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
I'm joking.
I could tell. Oh no, I could tell Red Ranger. That was not.
I mean, now I will say props to when they actually showed them doing stuff like Zach.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was doing that.
I mean, there was people like actually legit doing moves and stuff.
And I think, is it Rocky?
Right? Yeah,
I'm pretty certain I saw Rocky.
I think Billy did too. I want to say he was very athletic in his day, back in the day.
I'll see. I don't think I saw Cat.
I think what I would want, here's what I would want if they were to make this a series, okay? I would want them to do, whatever, 20, 25 episodes. I don't even care. However many it is, right? Yeah. But I would want it to be, there's one story. This can be a bad example, okay? But I would want it to be better than this. But this is kind of what I'm thinking, okay? Like Arrested Development when it came back on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like not so much each episode focuses on different, not so much that, but how like they had the plan of the entire season. Yeah. It told one story.
Yes.
And then we were done. Right. So like I wouldn't mind a Power Rangers anniversary series and like you could have people coming in and out of it. You know, not everybody has to be in every episode. Yeah. And they could it doesn't even have to just be these 4 plus Trini's daughter. Like, it could be
anybody.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they could bring back Zane and Andros and Ashley and pretty much, I'm just naming Power Rangers in Space cast at this point.
I was going to say, you love your Power Rangers in Space.
I do love, you know, bring Astronema back in there, you know, Corone.
Yeah.
It's the same person. But, you know, bring back, where's Alpha 6? From Turbo, not the updated voice. I want the yo, it's me, Alpha 6. I'm gonna lay down my trap card and end my turn.
Eric, yeah, that's right. Rocky did that one kick he tried back in the day and got injured, so he redeemed himself.
Oh shit, that was that from Turbo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank God. Yeah, we don't want that kid to show up.
Why couldn't he have done that back in the day? Having Justin is just the worst. Nothing against Justin. Well, I mean, nothing against the actor.
No.
You know, I mean,
no.
He's suffering Anakin syndrome, you know? Like, he was cast as a kid to play something, and, you know, it's not his fault.
And I just remember catching one episode with that kid in it, and I was like,
oh, man. Wow. Did you see when Bulk and Skull were monkeys?
You made me watch an episode with them.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Jesus.
Man. They was really trying for the ratings back
Shout
then.
out to Phantom Ranger showing up in the show. He was one of the toys.
Oh yeah,
well, I mean, he wasn't a toy. It was one of the Shrunken Rangers.
Yeah. That was really cool seeing us. All right, we need to move on.
Yeah, we got
2 more
lot of other things. 3 more things.
Hey, it's fun talking Power Rangers.
Yeah, so that's what I would want out of a continuation series. Like, maybe they got to set up Ranger Academy or SPD. I don't know. I don't care. But like, you know, and then people are kind of interweaving in and out. You know, we have some of the cast during some of it and stuff, and you know, tell one story. Maybe Dark Spectre comes back. Maybe Master Val shows up, or
have an all pink episode.
Hey, Forever Pink. I'd watch that.
Forever
shit.
Pink.
That'd
a lot of people would be down for that.
I want to watch like the Forever 6th. Where it's just all the 6th Rangers.
Yeah.
Like the Zeo Gold Ranger and like the Phantom Ranger and the Blue Centurion.
That would be cool.
The Silver Ranger from
I think that'd be cool.
What's his name? Oh my god, I can't think of his name. Remember the one in the Lost Galaxy? He had the horns. He had the horns. Remember his son? And his son was also dressed like him. You remember? And then he died. In the footage, he died. I sound like a bad man right now.
Yes, you
I
do.
swear to God, it's real. I swear to God, he stole his brother's body. Yeah. I swear to God, this is real. This is real. And he had a son, and the son wore the exact same costume that he did, but he was small. Oh my God. I cannot think of it. I can't think of it. He had a bull Zord. Magna Defender. Thank you. Magna Defender. My God. That was going to kill me. Matt.
Hey, we got an expert in chat.
Matt ZRS Roxy. Thank you. You are my only hope.